Hello, guys. Thanks for tuning in to my YouTube live session. It has been a great test match in terms of batting, bowling, fielding. Everything was tested, and finally, England won the match. It's a great thing to know, but a couple of points to discuss. I'm making a note of the crucial moments which India would have won, and rather than India making some extraordinary bowling efforts, I should say that England batted really well. Given the target of 371, it's not going to be very easy. I believe that it's not easy on the fifth day. You look at the modern era, you say that it's a baseball and the thought process is different, but scoring 370 in last innings on last day of the match, it's not an easy task. So hearty congratulations. Some positives in terms of Indian cricket at this point of time. I know it's going a very transition phase. You can say that a serious youngsters coming up, showing their talent. What I was impressed, the first positive for Team India is that the openers, not easy for the openers to negotiate the swing, the lateral movement, the swing in the air. I think Rahul and Jaiswal have done really well, and it has to be said that the 10 out of 10 for them in this regard. And when it comes to the pitch factor, right? Headingley in Leeds is a kind of a pitch where a lot of assistance to the batsman and even the boundaries, the practice pitches, especially. It's important for a quality batsman to just find the gap, and once you find the gap, the ball will do the rest, and the ground itself will be taking care of most of the things. And one of the technical aspect of Rahul's technique was that the back foot point transfer rate. The transfer of weight when he was trying to play the cover drive and the point region, it has to be one of the fabulous knocks from KL Rahul. So that is a very good positive note for Indian cricket team. Shubman Gill, when you look at this captaincy, I think definitely you have to give him 8 out of 10 points. Not an easy start to tour, but even the captain comes with a great plan. It is the fielders, it's all other 10 people who has to contribute, and that has been the frustrating factor. England did really well in terms of the first innings. I thought India were cruising along. I would have ideally ended seeing them around 550, but again, the lower order collapse. So India going with a proper three fast bowlers, Bumrah, Siraj, and Prasidh Krishna, were unable to find some runs at least, and we lost 6 wickets in 31 runs, and that is a huge, huge minus when it comes to when you would like to see in a position of 440 for 4 to 470 all out. Uh, that's not going to really help the team's cause. And how about the fielding? The fielding has been, I think they applied a butter onto the fingers, especially the slip cordon. It's a new slip cordon. There's no Virat, no Rahane, no Kohli. It's a new era of Indian Test cricket in this slip cordon as well. But it has to be said that catches wins matches, and we dropped 6, and that is a most in any in the England touring conditions by an Asian country. So it's a big minus in that area, and I hope Dilip, the fielding coach, will give them more tough practice sessions for the next match in Edgbaston. So the session rate was quite well for both the teams. Especially India also played with an attack of 5.4 per over during the first 2 days. which means that it's a very good pitch to bat on. It's a true surface, and excellent batting from batsman. I'm nothing wrong with that, with the batting abilities which they possess really well. And I just get the feeling that when I look at the analysis point of view, uh, Karuna's innings in both the innings were slightly unlucky. Two excellent catches. I think he would have made the difference. I just get the feeling that when I was reading through the Karuna's comeback and watching him, the way he is, the mannerism, the batting stand, and everything, it reminds me of Rohit Sharma, and also the face cut and everything. But he was extraordinary in the slip cordon. He already took nice catches and helped the team scores, but not in the winning end. And how about the Sai Sudarshan's debut? Well, it's a very nervous debut. I can understand. Definitely coming from an IPL background and with the uh, not having much of experience, it's a tricky, uh, you can say, at this point of time, but he will learn. And 30 of 42 in the second innings, so he has that temperament to score, and that's what India will look to. I mean, I was surprised. I was not thinking of him in the playing 11 initially. If you look at my previous videos, I will be dropping out the description here. I was surprised to see him in the playing 11, but it was a very clear thought process that they would like to go with the left and right combination. And we mentioned it earlier that it could really upset the rhythm, and so does it, because we have seen the partnership between Jaiswal and Rahul. We have seen the partnership between Pant and Rahul. So the left and right combination has really helped India to score a huge total, but the catches were not up to the mark. When you drop six, and that too of have batsmen like Ben Duckett, Harry Brook, and even Ben Stokes, Joe Roots, so that's not going to be easy. You have to chase really well the bowling team, and that's how the session has been so far. So when you look at 15 sessions overall, 5 days, 3 sessions per day, 5 into 3, 15. It is a very close match, one would say. India won 6 out of 15. England just won one more, and that was good enough to win the match. What was really interesting was Shardul Thakur's inclusion. I just get the feeling India went with Shardul Thakur because of the experience and the ability to swing with the bat. He's more than capable of hitting with, but unfortunately, we did not see him scoring a lot of runs, and that's where, if you look at the turning point of the match, it's Ben Duckett's innings of 149 today. 149. My God, that's a great innings in the fourth innings, especially on day five. No matter how the pitch is flat, the inexperienced bowling attack, except for Bumrah, but still you have to score that 150 runs, and scored at a pretty solid rate, around 80 strike rate. He was using the rough created by Jadeja to his advantage, and India looked a little bit deflated once with the opening partnership of 185. Whenever you're chasing huge totals are like 370, 380, the opening partnership becomes very crucial, especially in a red ball cricket game. So I think that's where India lost 50% of the match when it comes to the analytics point of view. 180 for 0 in a 370 run chase. You have set a perfect platform for the batsman. And with the mindset the current Englishmen are in, it's very easy cakewalk. And they have done it. And that's the greatness of this baseball cricket. This baseball cricket is also quite interesting. We have seen two previous WTC cycle editions. Though it looked like a very baseball cricket, aggressive cricket, at the same time there was some carelessness, but this time they played with caution and aggression, and that's where they have won this match. It's not about always hitting the ball, trying to score runs. They have defended the good balls. Yes, the odd one, the lateral movement, the ball pitching on the rough, everything was negotiated well. But when it comes to clean hitting of the ball, they maintained the run rate over 4.5 per over in every aspect of the match, whether in chasing or trailing in the first innings. The pitch, it's a very interesting one. I would like to really appreciate the curator in this regard. He has given proper five-match test series set up beautifully, and England going 1-0. Uh, of course, India did not get the chance to win, but a lot of positivities for India to look into it, because Shubman Gill as a first captain in not in a home condition, it's never ever easy, and he has done really well. Small things, but very costly things for India. Bumrah has been standout again, once again. So I mean, it's all not always easy to defend totals. And Prasidh Krishna, I would say that uh, he has given a lot of wickets to India, but at the same time, he is conceding around 6.5 per over. So 6.5 per over is a little too much on any surface. Maybe it can be a batting surface, but at the same time, when you're playing the highest level format, I just get the feeling he would have improved much. Ben Stokes was very good. I like the way he has bowled, and good to see him. He has the all-round capabilities. Have being that the captain, he has given up the T20s, the the ODIs. His focus is entirely on the test format, and good to see him in wicket-taking column as well. The length and the line was spot on day one. It caused really problems to Sai Sudarshan and at the same time Jaiswal, but it was good to see Ben Stokes playing well, not only with the bat, but the ball as well. So, how about Pant? Well, he becomes the first wicketkeeper to score those many centuries in an innings in a test match itself. Congratulations to Rishabh Pant. Bit disappointed that it was in a losing cause, but we know the way the Pant plays, right? That is what he meant for him. The Pant that we know. Look at him in 2022 with an accident that he had, and the comeback that he has given is fabulous. What you can expect much more from a young cricketer, and promising to be a very interesting test series. This is especially because India did really well. They lost only certain sessions that costed the match. It's not that they have outplayed totally. The morale may be little down because chasing a 370 total, again, it's not easy. I know it may be a baseball cricket, it can be an England cricket team, but 370 psychologically you feel that you have an advantage. But the two areas that really costed us, one was the catches and the lower order performances. That was the difference between the two teams. Except that I don't see much of the differences, and excellent captaincy once again from Gill's point of view. Jaiswal, uh, bit nervous. I can understand the Duke ball swinging a lot in both the directions, and that's where he lost the sight of the ball. I think couple of catches should be very easy, fair enough to be said. But again, when you're playing international level and at the same time being an youngster, expectations will be high, and that's where a little bit on that part. And the standout player was KL Rahul. Excellent innings. He missed out in the first innings. He was looking very solid. 43 of 72. I think he missed that opportunity. That's everything. So going on to the Edgbaston Test match, I know it's not going to be an easy pill to swallow, but things have to go move on. We don't have another option, and it's a five-match Test series, the Anderson-Tendulkar Trophy. It's a great initiative by the ECB and the BCCI to give these two legends a trophy on their name, and it's good. It's so far it's a good exercise for the young Indian team. They would know where the things went wrong, and the bowling attack looking good. Siraj coming into the fine rhythm. Prasid Krishna giving us the wickets, but also conceding the runs. That may be little looked into it. Thakur's batting performance is what much more expected. I know India going with proper seven batsmen, but again, little contribution, 20 or 30 runs should be good enough for a team's cause. And except that, I don't see much of the things going wrong with India. And some exceptional batting performance from England, it has to be said. More than we have been so critical and uh, trying to criticize the Indian performances. But having said that, the thought of winning in overseas condition itself is a half of the victory achieved. When you look at teams traveling to India, it can be South Africa, Australia, England, New Zealand. They lose pretty much very bad by innings or by a huge margin. But India, whenever they travel outside, they're trying to give at least a good competition and winning most of the times and losing it. So, which is a great sign, and we are very very little far away from achieving that. So I don't see anything wrong in this match at all, and catches has to be considered when you're playing in the highest level, and that's the only area. And do you think any change in the playing 11? uh, it's very tough to say now. Ideally, I don't want to go with any team changes unless there is any injury concern. And looking at the team's composition, I think Bumrah will have a go once again. I know it's tough on side, but it's a week time. The second match is on July 2nd. Yep, July 2nd. So a lot of time, nothing to worry. We can consider talking much more on that point of view. So Bumrah's fitness is most important because five-match Test series, you would like to have him, and he has been the pick of the bowlers. Now the given bowlers. So surprising that he did not go. I mean, he did not get any wicket on that second innings. England played really well. The first hour of the play on day five, I thought they may go quite aggressively, scoring at a knot and then settling down. But they did the other way. They negotiated the swing of the Siraj and Bumrah, and from there they carried on. They were looking quite easily. I mean, they consider that as 170 or 270 score. 370 in fourth innings. It's a different era, right? Altogether. You're not talking about early 2000s or 2010 where 372 on day 5. Okay, come on, let's play for a draw matchup. At the same time, the pitch has been assisting as well. It's not easy to play on a turning track and where is a lot of cracks. It was, but not to an extent where it was going to help the bowling team on day 4. So that is a pretty much the live session is all about. Congratulations to England for winning the first test match. India is not far away. So India will bounce back really well, and I hope they are going to make it in the second test match in Edgbaston. Thanks for tuning into this live stream. Thank you.